Hello students, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to give you 5 latest defense updates regarding MARG 39 artillery at Eurosatory 2026, the successful test of long range land attack cruise missile, and then Indian Army established advanced integrated drone and virtual reality training lab, and why India requires advanced tiltrotters over conventional helicopters, and why GTRE exploring advanced 3-stream adaptive propulsion. So let's start. Number 1, in the indigenous MARG 39 artillery at Eurosatory 2026, Kalyani Strategic Systems Limited, the defense manufacturing branch of Bharat Forge Limited, has formally introduced his homegrown MARG 39 artillery system at Eurosatory 2026 exhibition in Paris by presenting this 155 mm by 39 caliber truck-mounted self-propelled howitzer at one of the world's most prominent land warfare expo. The Indian company aims to capture the attention of the European defense market as several European countries look to swiftly upgrade their military capabilities in response to emerging regional security threats. KSSL is positioning its advanced mobile gun as a cost-effective and highly adaptable solution. Designed and manufactured entirely in India, the MARG, that is the multi-terrain artillery gun, this is the full form, 39 is built on a high mobility 4x4 chassis, setting it apart from traditional heavy towed guns that take significant time to set up and dismantle. The system is engineered specifically for shoot and scoot tactics with a rapid deployment time of just 1.5 minutes during daylight hours. Military crews can fire their payloads and immediately relocate before enemy forces can pinpoint their location and launch a counter attack. Next, DRDO successfully tests indigenous long-range land attack cruise missile. Defense Minister Rajnath Singh congratulated the entire DRDO team and the industry partners on the successful flight test of LRLACM and commended the efforts of all team members involved. Notably, the LRLACM is an indigenous developed missile with all subsystems developed by various DRDO laboratories and Indian industry partners. Aeronautical Development Establishment, Bengaluru, is the nodal laboratory. The LRLACM's successful test also advances towards the Atmanirbhar Bharat goal and a stronger national defense ecosystem. 2 days ago, the DRDO conducted 3 consecutive missile tests demonstrating India's advanced capability in ballistic missiles defense, that is BMD, and anti-ship warfare. Defense Minister congratulating the DRDO for this feat and had said that these tests will put India in the elite group of nations with ballistic missile defense capabilities to engage ballistic missiles, including intercontinental ballistic missiles. He also remarked that the system were designed and developed with the latest technologies to address emerging missile threats, and the anti-ship defense at medium range was demonstrated during the maiden flight test of the Naval Anti-Ship Missile Medium Range. Next, Indian Army establishes Advanced Integrated Drone and Virtual Reality Training Lab in high altitude. The Indian Army's Fire and Fury Corps has unveiled a cutting-edge integrated drone training and virtual reality observation post lab at an altitude of 4,500 meters, marking a significant step in building future-ready war-fighting capabilities in high-altitude terrain. Officials said the facility brings together advanced drone system training nodes with immersive virtual reality simulators tailored for infantry units, Indo-Tibetan border police, mortar fire controllers, and artillery observation post officers. The joint training modules are designed to sharpen surveillance, target acquisition, fire direction, and precision engagement skills. The program culminates in live firing exercises using the artillery trainer, ensuring that participants can translate simulated learning into battlefield applications. Next, why India requires advanced tiltrotters over conventional helicopters? Please comment. The modernization of the Indian Armed Forces aviation sector is currently focused on replacing the aging fleet of Mi-17 medium lift helicopters. To achieve this, HAL is actively working on the 13-ton Indian multi-role helicopter. Open source intelligence indicates that the IMRF RH aims for a high first flight later this decade, with production potentially commencing by 2031. It will be powered by the newly planned Aravali engine developed in collaboration with France Safran. Once inducted, the IMRH will shoulder a variety of crucial missions ranging from troop transport and logistics to special operation and casualty evacuation. A primary drawback of standard helicopters is their limited speed, heavily restricted by aerodynamic laws such as retreating blade stall. Traditional rotorcraft usually max out at cruising speeds between 260 and 300 km per hour. In contrast, tiltrotor aircraft can tilt their rotors forward to fly like fixed-wing aeroplanes, easily surpassing 500 km per hour. Such rapid cruising speeds would drastically cut down deployment times, an asset that could be a game changer for rapid troop movement, medical evacuations, and supply runs during a potential two-front conflict. Furthermore, tiltrotters excel in operational range. They can fly considerably greater distances on a single tank of fuel compared to standard helicopters. Next, beyond MCA engine, GTRE explores advanced three-stream adaptive propulsion. India's gas turbine research establishment is already looking past the advanced medium combat aircraft to secure the propulsion systems of the future, while the immediate national priority is finalizing on indigenous engine for the MCA Mk2, a race that currently sees aerospace giants like Rolls-Royce pitching full intellectual property transfer for a new 110 to 130 kinetic power plant. GTRE is concurrently laying the groundwork for sixth generation aviation. Central to this future vision is the exploration of adapted cycle engine ACE technologies, which are set to redefine the performance of next generation combat platform. Adaptive cycle engine technology represents a massive leap forward from today's fighter jet engines. Traditional turbofans are built with a compromise in mind. They are generally tailored either for fuel efficiency or for maximum thrust. An adaptive engine, by contrast, can automatically change its internal airflow dynamics mid-flight to suit the immediate needs of the mission. Thank you.